Hello everyone and welcome to Boffin Buddy. In this video, we're going to talk about interdependence and competition in ecology. One of the main things that you want to get across in ecology is the types of communities. And in ecology, we have 4 different types of communities, one of which is an ecosystem. An ecosystem is the interaction of a community with both biotic and abiotic factors of an environment. An example of this can be life in the sea or life on land. Then we have the community itself, and a community is a population of 2 or more species, and this image here represents just that. We have zebras, we have a giraffe up here, we have an elephant, and we have gazelles behind the elephant. And this is a perfect representation of a community because there are 4 species. Then we have a population. A population is all the organisms of the same or closely related species in an area. And in this picture, we have lions. So we have a male lion here, we have a female lion and lion cubs. And since they are all pretty much the same species in a specific area, it's called a population. Lastly, we have a habitat. A habitat is a place where an organism or a community of organisms lives. And in this case is the sea life. So here we have fishes, we have seaweed, we have the coral reefs, and this is a perfect habitat for sea life and aquatic animals. But there are also levels of organization within a community. Organisms within an ecosystem are organized into 4 different levels. And these are the producers, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and the tertiary consumer. The producers are plants and algae, which photosynthesize. The primary consumer is a herbivore, which eat the producers. Then we have a secondary consumer, and the secondary consumer are carnivores, and the carnivores eat the primary consumers. Then we have a tertiary consumer, and these are also carnivores because they eat the secondary consumer, which is an animal. Below, I have a wonderful and simple food chain for you. And the food chain consists of a producer, and in this case, it's grass. Grass is a plant, and plants can photosynthesize. That's why grass is a producer. Then we have rabbits. Rabbits eat grass, and they are herbivores as they do not eat any other animals. That's why they are the primary consumer. Then we have the fox, and the fox is a carnivore also, and these carnivores eat the herbivores, and in this case the fox eats the bunny. That's why it's known as a secondary consumer. Then we have a tertiary consumer. A tertiary consumer is also a carnivore, but they eat the secondary consumer. In this case, it's the bear eating the fox, hence the bear is a tertiary consumer. Okay, now we can talk about interdependence. All organisms depend upon each other in an ecosystem. If the population of one organism rises or falls, then this can affect the rest of the entire ecosystem. I have a simple food chain here. So we have the grass, rabbit, and fox. Let's name them producer, primary consumer, and secondary consumer. Now, have you ever asked yourself, upon the glance of this amazing food chain, what would happen if all the foxes were killed? What would happen actually? If all the foxes were killed in this food chain, then the rabbits would increase as they are not prey to the foxes. And also, as a result, the amount of grass would decrease. Changes like this can have a larger impact on the ecosystem. This means that all the organisms in an ecosystem are dependent upon each other, which is also known as interdependence. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching Boffin Buddy. Keep watching to learn more.